Hey guys, welcome back to Super Switch U and to Let's Play Tabletop. Today we are going to take a look at another one of the launch titles for Switch 2. Let me make sure I got this in the right spot here. Here we go. And this time we're going to do a Nintendo Switch 2 edition game. This one being The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Switch 2 edition. Which I get, if you had the Switch 1 version and you pay for the expansion pack, you do get the upgrade pack for free, but there is something nice about just having everything on a cartridge and not having to worry about paying for a subscription or server still being up or whatever. It is all just right here. And I can say from actually going through, I deleted the original upgrade pack for the expansion pack or the expansion pass for online and then popped this in. It is less of a download overall than what the upgrade pack was, because it was somewhere around 10 gigabytes for the upgrade pack. But putting this in, it had a required update, and it was only like 1 point something gigabytes. So it's not bad. We're going to be using the Joy-Con 2 on a grip, just so you guys know how I'm playing this. I know there are quite a few different options for controllers at this point, so this is the one we're going with. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump in, because I still think I only got about 10 minutes in total, but let's see. I might need to turn the brightness up. Give me a second here. Brightness up. There we go. Took out a lot of my reflection there. And then if we close that, there we go. We close that, and it does pretty much the rest. If you can still see me, I'm sorry. I did the best I could. But I just got into the second shrine of the game, or one of 3 that you could do. So I had already unlocked the first tower and the magnetic ability. I believe this one is the bombs, if I'm not mistaken. And it feels like it's been forever since I played this one. Like Tears of the Kingdom, I went through basically while Logan was still in the NICU, and so my wife and I were staying at the Ronald McDonald House at OU Children's to be close to him, and there was a decent amount of downtime for the most of it, part of that. So, yeah. So that's when I went through Tears of the Kingdom, but that was in 2023. So 2023 into 2024. So that was only about a year or 2 ago, maybe 3 or close to it. But Breath of the Wild, I had beat within the first year of the Switch 1 releasing. So I really need to set that right. Oops. That's a good way to start this, just to accidentally kill myself. Yep. So ignore that, please, and we'll do this again. Giving myself some space between me and the bomb. So we'll do that again. I can't believe I did that on camera. That's embarrassing. Alright, I guess I don't need to do that a second time. So, got this. We're going to set it down and run really far away. There. Exploded. This does end up being pretty helpful later on when trying to find different shrines and Korok seeds and stuff. So, like, a lot of these first shrines were important, and then after that, they just kind of it's just more challenges on the same type of stuff. Oh no, my inventory is full. Do I really need this arm? I guess that's the one I'm gonna have to get rid of. So, yeet. There we go. Now I'll take the Traveler's Claymore. Not that I'm going to need it in here, but sit that one down. Floaty. Uh, even with the improvements though, like sitting here looking at how much nicer it looks and the shorter load times, for me it still feels like one of the worst of the Zeldas, just because of how different it was. I messed that up. I messed that up a lot. Let me see if I can get this to. There we go. Almost killed myself again, but I made it. We got this. Like, I get a lot of people wanted open world Zeldas and to make it feel bigger and whatever. I don't know. I was more of a fan of the linear, like, go to this temple, solve these puzzles, and move on. So when you go and do stuff like making it open, taking out a decent chunk of the story, especially if you're one of those speedrunners that can come in and beat this thing and barely do any of it, but like as soon as you finish the plateau, man, I killed that, didn't I? Where did it even go? You could beat the entire game and never touch that story, or if you miss something, you could be missing part of what little bit of story's there, and god dang it, just want to drop it in there. Do I gotta be on this side? Yeah, I gotta be on this side. All right. I don't want to go. Oh, that was too early. Hold on. I promise I will get this in a minute. There we go. I might have to do that on the other side too. But point of what I was saying was like, it's not the Zelda I wanted. So for me, it's probably near the bottom. And sometimes I put it below Triforce Heroes, and then sometimes I remember what Triforce Heroes was, and have to remind myself that technically yes, that was a little bit worse. I'm playing it again. I don't know. Maybe if I don't kill myself, maybe I'll remember exactly what was in this game that was good and convince myself otherwise. Oh, I don't even need a bomb. Give me a second here. First, let me fix my mistake of killing myself. There we go. There's the launch over there. Whee! Okay. That's all I want is the treasure chest. Probably should have ran into that, though. Oh, that's okay. I gotta go back over here. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe you guys have different opinions on the Zeldas, and you could persuade me in some way that maybe I'm wrong, because I'm not super convinced on my placement for these games as far as what the best and the worst was. I know for me it's never going to be better than Ocarina of Time, uh, Link Between Worlds. Can I get that with a... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Dang it. Yeah. How do I switch it to the... There we go. I cannot. Okay. Well, that sucks. Oh, it's this. I feel dumb. It says it right there. No, that's not it. Huh. No, I think that was what I was supposed to do a second ago. I will get this eventually, I promise. There we go. That's all I wanted. I needed to go over there. And then to be able to walk this up to whatever I needed it for. Did I even need this? Yeah, I need it for something. Is it here? Nope. Crap, what did I need this for? So much harder to see it on the smaller screen. Maybe I'm just old. I don't know. Wait, is it over here? No, it's not over here. Where does this go? So convinced I had the right spot. Give me a second. We will work out the details here. Somewhere. Do I need to go backwards with it? Was it at the beginning? Was that the problem? Yeah, we're gonna walk back anyway. Let's see. It's not there. That's where I left my hand. Oh, well, that's disappointing, because now I don't know if I can take this back. Hey. Help, help, help. Well, you're just gonna have to stay down there, little ball. There should be a way to reset it, I think. Let me actually look at this thing for a second. There's a spot that it's supposed to go in. Yeah, that was what that was supposed to do. Oops. Okay, but what about the ball? There should be a spot that ball's supposed to go in. Because I don't even think I can finish this way, can I? No, maybe I can. Okay, that was all bonus. Sitting here wasting time for something. I didn't even need it. Well, anyway, so there's a shrine, and that took up most of my time. We could push the limits, I guess, for a minute here. If I got to re-record this thing, I will. I'll skip that. The last time I skipped this, it made the no. All right, only once did this ever actually like take forever to load, and I think that was just a mistake. Like the first shrine, when I skipped it, it hesitated to even start loading, and I think maybe that was I thought maybe it was because I skipped it, but yeah, that doesn't do a whole lot, does it? Nope, 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 nope. Yeah. Yeah. All right, I'm not even gonna waste my time on it. It's not hurting him. Run away. He's not gonna. Oh god, he's gonna come to life. Okay, run from that too. I don't have enough arrows. I already tried fighting him once before I went into that shrine, and it did not work out for me. So, oops. What's a little blowing up for once in a while, you know? Okay, so let's just not even waste time and just do that. All right, it's 15 minutes. It's probably good. Like, you guys can see it. Let me see one last thing. If I can get up here and show you guys, like, some decent detail for far out there. Not as great as on the TV. That's sort of where I notice it. Like, if you're gonna notice a difference, like, I can see the backgrounds better on the TV, but like close up is way better in handheld and tabletop and whatever. It looks better than the Switch One screen, which it should, because there's a lot more improvements there than specifically for the TV. If you don't have a great TV and you plugged it in, and all the stuff was for better stuff, then obviously that would be like, you might not notice. So I don't know. I'm just kind of talking for the sake of talking at this point. That's all this is. Because I don't know. I'm not an expert on this stuff, and I don't claim to be. I'm just saying from like my perspective, a 30-something-year-old dad that has bad sight, like eyesight as it is. So maybe that's the problem. Maybe my eyes can't pick up the detail. I don't know. I'm not going to claim that either. But anyway, this is it. This is Breath of the Wild Switch 2 edition. Um, it is very much Breath of the Wild. So just if you cared about the graphics and the processing power, load times, it would be worth it. If the only version of this game you played was the Wii U, I would absolutely recommend just jumping straight to Switch 2. You will notice a massive difference. Because I've seen a few videos now where people have done a side-by-side comparison of all three. Holy crap, Wii U was sluggish on that. I don't want to talk crap about the Wii U, but at the same time, I mean, two sets of upgrades later, and you can definitely tell from that one. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked seeing this game, if you want to see other games similar to this, if there's certain games that you would like to see played out in tabletop mode on Switch 2, we can definitely try to make that happen as long as I've got access to the game. And you know, if you want to just talk about Breath of the Wild, we could just talk about Breath of the Wild in the comments section. I'm okay with that too. Even though I say it's my least favorites of the Zeldas, it's not that I didn't enjoy the game. I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed the other Zelda games. But again, we can definitely debate that. Just, keep it civil. That's all I ask. So hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.